Let's take a look at my charts to see what we're going to trade tomorrow morning. I have a 9 to 5 and I also operate a business. It's really hard for me to just sit in front of a computer all day and just watch charts and see which stock I want to buy or trade. So what I do is I like to analyze the stocks or the different ETFs and all of the different earnings that are going to come out for that week or that next day, the night before. I am looking at PLTR today specifically because this morning I was supposed to buy it. As you can see, it was like at 23 bucks. It went to 24.14 and then it shot up to 25.08 within like that 15 minutes, and I was supposed to buy it when it was like in the 24 range, and I'm like, it's moving so slow. And I like when shares or stocks move kind of fast. But because of that, I just decided not to buy out on it. And I was like, whatever. If I lose, I lose. But the earnings did not come out till 2 p.m. Today. So tomorrow, I think we'll have a better chance. Now let's take a look at my baby SPY. SPY is the S&P 500, which has the Fortune 500 companies under it. It is an ETF. So think of an ETF kind of like a mansion that has like 500 rooms, and every room is your favorite company like Tesla, Apple, Bank of America, Chase, and so many, many more. S&P, aka SPY, started at like 5:13 in the morning, or was it like 5:14? I didn't see it. And it just like shot up completely. Yeah, it was at 5:13. It shot up completely. And it was mainly due to earnings that were coming out this morning and that planned on coming out in the afternoon. What I'm doing now is I'm highlighting my highest of the day. So we were at like 516.96, which was like the mid area right there. And up here, we're at 517 almost. So that 517 is kind of like our ceiling, and then we have our floor. So as long as we can get back down to that ceiling, as long as we can get back down to that floor, we know that we will bounce back up to that ceiling. So that means that we want to buy our option when SPY pulls back. Love my pullback effect. It's just a guaranteed win in a lot of the cases. Oh, and this, if you don't have TradingView, I use TradingView, which was the other app we were looking at. You can also just expand your current chart in Robinhood and on Yahoo Finance, and you can get your candlesticks. So when I first started trading options or even fondling with the idea, I was buying premiums that were out of the money. And mainly because I did not want to spend hundreds or thousands of dollars on buying something that I didn't even understand, to be honest. I also thought that like, I could get I can like put up $40 and win like 10,000, which is so not how options work. Here's an example of being out of the money and what I was doing before. So I would have like a premium of like $2. I probably would buy like 50 and then I would lose all of it the next day. I mean, it was really bad. And I would do either a call or a put, and I was going off the colors, which is really bad. Do not go off these Robinhood colors because they will send you off, okay? And I was like, well, if it's green, that means I'll make the money. If it's red, that means I won't. But it is completely not how. I mean, it is an indicator, but it's not at all accurate at all, actually. So now I'm just going back to my chart to see. Oh, also that bottom chart down there is my MACD. Again, I'm going to do a deeper dive on what everything means. I love my chart. I love how I have it set up. It is amazing. It gives me like the best educational guess as to which step the stock will take next. So I'm always buying in the money. So I'm usually around the $350, $400 range when it comes to SPY. Again, small wins, people, okay? If you can make $100 in less than 10 minutes, why are we complaining? And I most likely would buy about 2 or 3. And I always want to show you what it will be to lose. I don't even like to look at what I'm going to win because the guaranteed is always the losing. And I like to see, okay, this is what my risk is. So I say that I'll probably put my stop loss at like 514.15. You can do a stop loss in Robinhood, but because it moves so fast and it's an app and the orders execute right away, unlike brokers like Interactive Brokers or Webull, the orders don't execute immediately. So you definitely have to have a stop loss on those. But on Robinhood, I don't typically use a stop loss but sometimes I do, and I'll show you guys how to do that on Robinhood another time. My indicators are showing me that when it's a bull run, which means it's just going up, it can hit 516.99 and it could possibly hit 520.23. Based on how earnings are going to come out, it might hit that 520, but realistically, I'm not holding that long. Because remember, your goal is to get in and get out. Make the quickest amount of money in the shortest amount of time. For me, if it hits about $517 or $517.45, I'm done. I'm leaving at that very second. So the most I can probably make is like $250, least is like $100. If it does get to $520, we can make $1,000. But again, the risk is high. It could also go back down, and then your contract expires that day, and now you're out $1,100. So don't be greedy. Just be conservative. Real traders will tell you that being conservative and just accumulating small wins is what will get you those bigger wins. Now, if it does hit 520, I will be extremely happy, so I'll let you guys know how that goes tomorrow. Betting on it hitting at least 517, and we have a 100% chance of profit, which is what we like. Remember, this is 100 to 250 in less than 15 minutes. Couple of trades for the day, quick 1,000. Instead of going for that $1,000 a day just off of one chart or one specific stock, you can focus on small wins and multiple trades. So 1 to 3 trades, $100 to $250 per trade, maybe even $500 per trade. That can end up at $1,000 to about $1,500 per day very quickly. Again, these are quick, they're fast. The purpose is to get in and get out. Stay tuned for tomorrow to see how my trading went. Bye.